Rivian stayed quiet the past few years for an electric vehicle startup company, but things are changing as its R1T truck makes its world debut at the LA Auto Show. The all-electric pickup starts with a staggering 400-plus mile range from a 180-kilowatt battery pack. The other number, with shock value, is its 3-second 0 to 60 mile-per-hour time. It's a strange world we're living in when a truck somehow manages to turn in supercar-like acceleration times. Charging from empty to 80% takes 50 minutes on a DC fast charger, according to Rivian. And this being a truck, it also has an 11,000-pound towing capacity. How far you're able to drive with that much weight hanging out of the back is another question entirely. This truck looks like no other truck we've seen before. We should discuss those vertical pill-shaped headlights first because you're either going to love or hate them. They certainly give the front end a unique look, but it can be jarring at first. Splitting those LED headlights is an LED light strip running the full width of the front. This light does a neat trick when you're plugged in. It turns green and shows you the truck's state of charge by lighting up the portion of the strip corresponding to that value. Wrap around to the rear and you're met with something different again. A full-width tail light matches the front of the truck, and you get a normal truck bed. Skid plates are attached front and rear because Rivian wants this truck to be truly capable off the pavement. All of this off-road ability comes thanks to what Rivian calls its skateboard platform. Rivian spent years developing this electric vehicle-specific chassis to underpin all of its vehicles, which for now only include its truck and soon-to-be-revealed SUV. It's made out of aluminum and high-strength steel, and is capable of fitting the 180-kilowatt battery pack we mentioned earlier. Making it go are 4 electric motors, one at each wheel, combining to produce 800 horsepower. This allows for the extreme acceleration, but also for pretty sweet off-road capability, since Rivian can control torque and each wheel independently. Because the battery pack is placed under the floor, it has the lowest center of gravity of any truck on the market. Weight distribution is also a sports car-like 52 to 48 split front to rear. Ride quality for the truck looks promising. It uses a multi-link rear and double A-arm front suspension design, and Rivian claims it will handle well. Helping it to do that both on-road and off is an air suspension at all 4 corners. It's capable of raising the vehicle over 5 inches from its road driving height when you want the extra ground clearance or are heading into the trails. The R1T, being electric, affords extreme weighting ability at a full meter of water. There's no intake, so you can basically just drive it in deep until it starts to float away. We got to peek inside and check out the Rivian's interior at the launch event. And it's luxurious for a truck. Rivian is trying to place its truck on the luxury side of things though, so this makes sense. There are plenty of screens, and all of the materials have an upscale feel and look to them. USB and USB Type-C ports are literally everywhere you look around the interior. Rivian even hid some in the back of the front headrest for rear seat passengers to use. You can plug in if you're sitting on the tailgate too, because there are 4 USB ports plus a 110-volt outlet for a fridge to keep your beverages cold. Part of the beauty of having an electric truck is the ability to use it as a generator to power literally anything when camping. Utility is one of the biggest things Rivian stressed in its press briefing. The R1T comes with 3 large storage compartments: the bed, the front truck, and then a trick tunnel pass-through. You can fit a few snowboards or just extra gear and junk in the tunnel behind the rear seats. This space is especially useful if you're trying to conserve bed space for extra large items. Putting the flap down for the tunnel space makes for a convenient step when loading and unloading stuff from either the bed or the roof. The bed itself has a few other neat features. For one, you can use your truck as an air compressor by fitting up a hose to an outlet in the bed. It uses the air from the air suspension system. Finally, we'll get to the tech on this truck. When it launches in fall of 2020, Rivian says it will have Level 3 autonomy. This means completely hands-off driving. It would be awesome if Rivian was able to accomplish this, but we're not going to count on it for the time being. We don't have full details on what its infotainment system will be able to accomplish, but the tile design of it looks futuristic. Final pricing for the R1T isn't available, but Rivian gave us some estimates. There are going to be 3 different battery pack sizes: 180 kilowatt, 135 kilowatt, and 105 kilowatt. The best range and highest powered version will be around $90,000, whereas the cheapest one will be nearing $70,000. Range on the smallest battery pack truck is projected to be about 230 miles, and the truck in the middle will be about 300 miles. Rivian says that even the slowest version of the truck will get to 60 miles per hour in under 5 seconds. There's a lot to like about this adventure truck if your personality meshes with the design.
Truck buyers have already shown a propensity to spend an inordinate amount of cash on luxurious pickups.
So the price might not be as big of a turnoff as it seems at face value. We'll see if Rivian is able to get it off the ground in a couple of years to make the electric truck a reality.